By the Jags, nigga. Son, can I tell you something? I don't think he's ready. You had my candy? Who gave you my candy? Huh? Spit it out, nigga. What? Yeah. All right. Brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, what candy? Got a good one on tap here between the Indianapolis Colts and the No, you just had cookies, bro. Calm down. Dang. Let's go. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. It's a pickup of 4 to bring up second down. Here's the offense. If you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen. You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense. Now on second down, this is Gore. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. I did not say he could have nothing. To make the stop. As we look at the defensive starters as secondary, they're certainly going to need to be on their toes. You just had cookies. Where do I start analyzing a game? From the secondary. And these guys have to be on point today. You want to eat something? Eat some fucking real food. Here's one. And this is going to be incomplete. Oh no, I don't want to hear that. I'm about to punch you. I'm about to punch you. You better get out of my face. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense. Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Nigga. Trouble is what you win. Chris Ivory at running back. First carry for Chris Ivory. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now look at the starting unit, and here's to you, Mr. Robinson. Oh, I like that one. Allen Robinson, I love coming out of Penn State. Everyone kept telling me he's not fast enough, and I kept pointing to the film and saying yes, but he catches everything. He's definitely a threat. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. Shrugs the tackle. Nice. And give him 14 yards that time. And a T.J. Yeldon's not afraid to drop a shoulder or run through some tackles, is it? Not at all. I learned it in his high school days in Alabama. Then, of course, stayed in state to play at Alabama. And he could do that there. And what I think is best about him, and when he's really on top of his game, when he's a little bit lighter, a little bit quicker, I think he's strong enough, he's compact enough to break those tackles. I think he's at his best at a shiftier weight. Fresh set of downs here. Time running out here on the play clock. They keep it with Yeldon on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled. And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move it, sat there waiting for him and made the play. Completes it to Lee. The 20. Touchdown. Jaguars. Marquise Lee, 41 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Dante Fowler in on the stop. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
10 yards still left on second down. Play fake to Gore. It's Locke. He's got time. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative.
Put it on 15 seconds.
I think that's the way they go.
15 seconds. 1-5. 1-5.
Get out to the 32, brought down there. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to go. It's Locke. And Allen's got it.
Wow, come on, man.
Before being taken down at midfield. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
From the 50, it's Locke. They go with a screen to Gore. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for an Indianapolis first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Love. And this is complete. It's Allen. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Boy, he'll never score again.
33 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, this is Denard Robinson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it'll be 2nd and 10. And now a look at the defense for the Colts.
Vontae Davis is one of the strongest cornerbacks in the league. Equally adept at playing the run and the pass.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell, sell, sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it out to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball. And that didn't
eating a hamburger? You eating a hamburger? You don't want it.
The goal of every offense is to move.
Why you ask for it then?
First downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
You better eat it.
And the D-line pitching together.
You have one, throw the hamburger away.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing now is Bortles. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. T.J. Yeldon. Touchdown, Jaguars. T.J. Yeldon, 49 yards. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about that.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Screen, that's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A real nice pickup of 14 yards, and he moves his stakes.
And I know you can't really see it, but that
put it down before you drop it.
Frustration with a capital F for the guys on
Madison.
They covered everyone else. End up going to the running back out of the backfield. And he picks up a back-breaking first down. All right, well, we've got a minute here. Let's talk about injuries because preseason, it can alter a team's fate. Let's start with the good stuff, though. Rashad Perriman of the Ravens Chiefs, both of them off of the PUP.
Yeah, they're off. Unfortunately, Vontae Davis, Colts corner, got injured. Dion Lewis with a knee. And then the Bears' Jeremy Langford also had an injury. So it's kind of a yin and the yang of preseason injuries we always see.
Everyone has to adjust and has to find a way to overcome those injuries. What do you say we end on an up note, though?
All right, what do you got?
Victor Cruz of the Giants,
yeah.
all right? Since that knee injury, calf injury in last season, maybe we'll get to see him back on the field in the regular season. He's back at practice.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Gore back there is the lone setback. Now a play fake here on first down.
There we go.
Batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Come on, man. Lucky ass Travis.
Turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And tough starting field position here. They start on the ground with Ivory. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. Throwing his Bortles on third down. And he finds Julius Thomas. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Bortles gives to Yeldon on the draw. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. Another run. This time it's Ivory. Chris Ivory loses the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
Come on, Ivory, bro.
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come out here in the eye. Trying to shake off the nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That was a tremendous play by the defensive line. We always talk about leverage versus any play. How about versus the draw? Underneath, they get into the backfield and make a big-time play. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Play like that. I ain't gonna told her to disrespect me like that, huh, Nate? All right. Give you a shot. This what you do.
Now how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Luck. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton.
Short.
Chuck Pagano decides to go. It doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. On first down, Bortles. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
There, just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Black 58 round! Black 58 round!
Again they run, again it's Ivory. A good pickup there at 22.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
You need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well. But they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. On first down, this is Ivory. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Jaguars. T.J. Yeldon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Quan Bray now to return this football. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup.
Welcome
To escape, and
What?
he goes down. Telvin Smith.
The Olympics is over with, I told you.
Outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we
Got
head
shook
to
out
halftime.
there. Don't know what to do out there.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Love. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for